Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda and I am back today with another reading, and I'm super excited to see what the cards have in store. So if you're new to my channel, I am an intuitive energy reader here on YouTube. I use the cards and intuition and messages from spirit to communicate a message to you. This is timeless, so whenever you click on this video, it was meant to find you, and I will put a timestamp in the description below based on a pile that you choose, or I guess an option that you choose here for your psychic reading. Now, if you are returning to my channel, thank you so much. I am very grateful for your support, and I look forward to doing this reading with you guys. So take a look at these 6 keys, a little ambitious with 6 different options, but we will be asking just a simple question, why? So this could be, why did this happen? Why did they say that? Why should I do this? Whatever your why is, could be around anything really. We'll see what the cards have to say. Now just use your intuition when you're picking a key. If you're drawn to more than one key, then could very well be multiple messages here for you. This is a collective reading, so not 100% of the message will resonate, but the bulk of the, I guess the theme of that key should be in the arena of what you're asking a question about, okay? So occasionally, if we are including other energies, this is pile 1, by the way, or I guess key 1. If we are including other energies when we are asking questions, sometimes the other energy comes through the reading and you might not fully understand what is really being communicated to you, because it is an energy in your situation that might be fully unrealized to you as far as what that person might be feeling, saying, or any hidden intentions that might not be known to you, okay? So kind of important to keep a little bit of an open mind, but should certainly apply to something that you're asking. All right, so take a minute, use your intuition. The keys I was showing you was from 1 to 6, timestamps below. Take a pick. See you in a bit. Thank you. Hello, my beautiful pile 1. If you pick this yellow key, then this is your reading. First, why that's coming through is because it is not real, okay? So apply this to your situation, but you were to ask the question why, and spirits come back saying because it was not real, or it was an illusion, or it was pretend. It wasn't the real deal, okay? So this key is the only key here that is made of cardboard. So I am picking up, yes, that this wasn't real, or what you thought it was not what it was, okay? So we're going to get into the tarot here and get more messages from Spirit. Spirit, thank you so much for a clear and concise message for pile number 1 regarding their situation in regards to answering their question, why? Okay, thank you so much. I'm very grateful. And pile number 1, I am super grateful for you allowing me to tap into your energy. Thank you, thank you. So like I said in the intro, we could be picking up other energies surrounding this situation or circumstance that you might not be fully in the know. So just apply this to your situation. If there are other people involved, that could very well be maybe whatever they were offering, whatever they were bringing forward might have been not real, might have been fake, might have been an illusion, might have been pretend, might have been a phony, could have been a fake. All right, fugazi, whatever you want to call it. Not real, pretend, wannabe. All right, so we got a moon here, which speaks of illusion. Never mind my robe sleeves. I refuse to, change. I'm just going to have robe sleeves. Okay, so we have the moon, speaking of illusion. Speaking of feelings, we have the tower in reverse. So, yeah, okay, let's put all the cards here. This is my first time using this deck for a reading as well, so kind of cool the energy we're picking up here. What do we got? It's 12 of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. And all right, so back to the moon. The moon speaks of illusions, okay? Could be deep fears and what's hidden in the subconscious, and something that was appearing one way but was actually a different way, which pretty much reinforces this key. And because it's the first card, I believe that that is the main theme, okay? So with the Tower, speaking of something having to, you know, the chickens, or what is it, the roosters coming home to roost, right? Like everything kind of needs to be flipped upside down in order for there to be a crumbling of a weak foundation. So if something was fake, then obviously it's not based on a true foundation, and it would eventually stand to reason that the House of Cards would come tumbling down. Now it is in reverse, which could mean that the result of the Tower wasn't as crazy. Okay, so the aftermath of this Tower falling wasn't as anticipated, or wasn't as scary as it appeared to be or was going to be. And it can also mean that this has already happened. So identifying the fake, identifying the fugazi or the illusion has already happened. Okay, and I feel that that's more the case because these cards are here. And now with the Knight of Cups, with this one in particular, it almost even looks like the Knight of Wands. So I feel almost like someone was coming in with pretending they had maybe an emotional connection or investment in an area, but it was really more self-serving, their own desires. This is what I'm picking up, okay? That's not the traditional card. With the Knight of Cups speaks of, you know, your person of interest, someone who is emotionally connected to you, coming in, offering you a cup of love, being romantic. You know, also speaks about creativity, passions. And with it in reverse, I feel as though, yeah, potentially there was a block or something happened that prevented this free flow cup of love to come into the situation. So yeah, it never really made its way to its destination. And I feel here the reason why is because there was either someone hanging on too tightly to an idea that if they were to give a little of something, they would, it was almost like a greed. If I give a little bit of something, then I have to give something away, and I don't want to lose the little bit that I have. But as we know, sometimes giving a little bit away might open the door to gaining more. So the reason why would be this energy was, now you can apply this to you can apply this to any individual in this situation, but or circumstance, there was a holding back with the lack mindset. Some might even call it like a greed or scarcity mindset, that if you let go or give a little or invest a little, loosen the grip, let things fall as they may, that you might end up being without. And yeah, this person did not want to be without or want to take that chance. Okay, now the Four of Pentacles also speaks about stability. So I do see that there is a broken key here. So potentially it was taking a risk in an area that would provide further stability, but because the broken key, that potentially there was no solution found based on the foundations of something that was fake, not real, maybe not completely truthful. Okay. Now, we'll pull one of these. This is the Dreaming Way Lenormand cards. Spirit, can we get one card here for pile number 1? Okay, so the cross speaks of destiny. It also speaks of pain. It also speaks of a burden to carry. Can speak of religion as well and spirituality. But what I'm really feeling in this case is that whatever this was, it was almost destined to be this way. And it's caused a lot of pain because it came in fake, or it came in as something that wasn't really revealed the truth of the situation, in order for there to be a lesson, for there to be a better resolution or something greater than what would have happened had this not happened. So had whatever the situation started off with the honesty that, well, I'm just a cardboard key, or I'm not really this, I'm this, then the result would have been one thing. But having come in with this, I guess, mentality, or this show that this was something that it wasn't, allowed there to be lessons learned, although very painful, for the end result, which we don't see here. But however this will transpire in the future is giving a greater gift to you, the viewer, and to the situation's outcome, the best outcome possible, okay, with this cross card. So I do believe that although painful, this was something meant to happen. I know that sounds cliche when we talk about destiny, but that's exactly what we saw with the cross, and you saw me do the shuffly doos. That's what you got. Yeah, so feel free to check out another pile. If this resonated, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. Love and light. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. If you pick this key, then pile 2, this is your reading. We will be asking the question, why? So, why did this happen? Why did this person say what they said? What exactly, or not what, but why exactly did the situation turn out the way it did? Now, this could be around anything at all. So, just kind of pick what resonates here, but there may be multiple energies involved, which means you might not be seeing the energy I'm picking up as to why. So it doesn't mean it's not your pile. It just means that there is maybe an energy that you weren't privy to knowing, and it's coming out in these energies, obviously, to give you a reason why. So just take the message that resonates. It should be in the arena of what you're asking. So if it completely does not make any sense at all, could very well be that your pile is just another key here. So you might want to go check that out. You know, not everything will resonate when it comes to a general reading like this for the collective. But ask your question, why? And we'll see why. All right, so we got the 9 of Cups in reverse. So let me take a good look. We got the 8 of Swords. Spirit, can we get why for pile number 2? Thank you so much for a clear and concise message for pile number 2. We are so grateful. Pile number 2, thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. And one more. This is the first time I'm using these cards for a reading, so I find the energy quite interesting here with these cards, with your pile. Okay, so let me pick up the energy here. So we said 9 of Cups in reverse, 8 of Swords upright. We have the Ace of Wands in the middle. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Empress in reverse. Okay. So the Nine of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. Okay, so it's getting one's wish, being satisfied, but it does come with a selfishness almost to it. Somebody kind of taking what's going to make them happy and maybe not necessarily anyone else around them. So even if it involves being a little selfish, or yeah, a little selfish, or it could be painfully causing some hardships on others, but as long as one is satisfied and self-gratifying, then it speaks of them being content. Now it is in reverse, okay? So for me, that would mean somebody kind of giving up or sacrificing what it is that they would want for themselves, okay? And with the Eight of Swords, this speaks of, now I am getting one message here that's not traditional to this card, but the Eight of Swords does mean somebody who is in a mental prison of their own making, okay? So they are either telling themselves they cannot, they're too afraid to because of beliefs that they have that are untruths. Maybe someone else has painted a picture of an untruth that now has caused an individual to not move forward or to free themselves. It is a lot of mental anguish. It could very well be repetitive thoughts that are keeping someone feel like they're stuck from making a move, or from, yeah, even moving towards a decision that they know would make them happy. I was getting from this card boundaries. Okay, so I feel as though someone is walking, someone's looking at walking away from something that they believed would cause them this fulfillment, okay? And they're not wanting to, because obviously who would want to walk away from their full fulfillment, but they're looking at it and they're kind of frozen. And the decision here would be to move forward with something that they truly desire. Okay, so something that they truly desire, but they feel as though if they really move towards what they truly desire, that eventually there would be quick energy conquering what it is that they want, and things would fizzle out, and that it would just be a quick-lived experience, okay? Because with the Ace of Wands, it talks about new beginnings and inspiration, you know, a spark, an idea to move forward. And I think the idea here is to have this Page of Swords energy, which is communications, but it can also very much be somebody who is snooping, or yeah, like doing something that could very well be self-serving or hurting to another to obtain what it is that they want. But the end result here would end up in this reverse Empress, which is kind of a sleazy type energy, or someone who is acting not out of love. Okay, so your answer why? I would say because this person is torn between following an emotion of something that they know would be the right thing to do, or following a desire that they know is going to be short-lived and cause pain. Okay, so like I said, if there's involving other parties here, could very well be an energy you're not familiar with an individual in this situation. So just kind of take what resonates. And we do have swords, so you could very well be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Now, we do see with the Empress, could very well be matters of the heart, because we do have a lot of cups here. And with book, we are talking about something hidden, something secret. And I feel as though, again, we were talking about coming in with a, I said sneaky way, or doing something that might be hurtful because we want to self-gratify, knowing that the result would make us feel slimy. So refraining from, or at least holding ourselves back from doing something. And with the book, we are confirming something unknown, a secret, finding out a secret, finding out something we did not know. Okay, so this is why. Hopefully this made sense to you. Pile number 2. If it did, leave a like, leave a comment. That one was a tricky energy for me to read for sure, but if it didn't resonate, join us on the other 5 piles. All right, see you soon. Love and light. Hello, my spectacular pile number 3. If you pick this key, then number 3, this is your reading. Now, we will be answering your question, why. So your why could be around really anything at all. You ask your question, why, right? Why did that person say that? Why should I leave? Why? So just ask why around whatever your situation is, and we'll ask Spirit to be clear and concise in answering why for pile number 3. Now, if I could shuffle, this would get us started. Now, yes, if there are other energies involved in this situation, you might be seeing other energies and their intentions kind of in the background, so which might not be clear to you, or I guess visible to you. So just kind of take what resonates as far as your situation, because the situation should still make sense or apply, but apply this to, you know, whatever energies are involved in that situation that you're asking why about. Okay, so Spirit, clear and concise message for pile number 3. Thank you so much. And pile number 3, I'm so blessed to do your reading. Now, these are new cards, so they're super stiff, and I have my big robe sleeve, so I'm having a hard time shuffling here, but we will get to the bottom of why. I was feeling very klutzy, and I'm not normally so klutzy. So I don't know if klutzy has something to do with it, or somebody fumbling. Somebody fumbling. I can't even talk. So I feel as though this energy is, yeah, somebody who is fumbling, somebody who is nervous, somebody who, yeah, just feeling fumbly and don't really know what I'm doing. Don't really know what I'm saying type energy, even though I do. I feel like I do not. So apply that to your why, but we will see. Okay. Yoicks. So we have the Death card. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Star in reverse. And we have the King of Swords. Sorry, this is my first time reading these cards. Is this the Queen or the King? This is the King of Swords, even though it definitely looks like the Queen, but okay. King of Swords in reverse. So that could very well be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Aquarius here with the Star. We also have Scorpio with the Death card. And we have the Judgment here. Okay, so this pile, we'll go through the cards answering why. So please apply this to your situation. But with the Death card, that means there was an ending. Okay, so this situation most likely started with an ending. Okay, an ending of something. So something had to be put to rest. Okay, now with the 2 of Pentacles, there is this need to balance things out. There's a need to identify which option or the best way to go about something. Someone might have a difficult time trying to identify from this or that, or make things happen together in order to keep things going. Okay, it's really juggling things. And yeah, okay, so that's that card. And then we have the star in reverse. So star in reverse could very well mean someone not getting their way or their wish. There's hope that's lost. There's also potentially healing that needs to be done, and could very well speak of a hopeless situation, okay? Or someone feeling like they're in a hopeless situation. And with the King of Swords in reverse, it could very well be that there wasn't enough clarity in order to have a communication or make a decision in an area of something that was truly what someone wanted, which would allow them to heal. Okay, now I do feel, because we have the Judgment card here at the end, that the reason why would be there had to be an awakening, a realization, and an epiphany about how things happened, to the point where there was nowhere left to turn, there was nowhere left to go, because the stages happen. I see the death, I see consideration, I see the loss of hope, I see there being a lack of clarity and a lack of communication, and then there being the judgment of the awakening. Whatever may happen is just going to happen, because of the fact that we've now hit the end of the road. Karma will be laid based on what has preceded, I guess, the situation. And because it is upright, I feel that it really is destined to happen the way that it did happen. And mostly I feel because of the fact that I believe healing would have been blocked otherwise. So in order to free healing, it kind of had to happen this way. And I feel like it probably happened this way because there's lack of clarity and lack of communication. Okay, but I do feel with this Judgment card that it is destined. I know it does sound very cliche. It's a couple piles here that came out with this destiny, but it was meant to happen this way in order for there to be a realization and an awakening that healing needs to happen here in this situation. Okay, so apply that to your situation. And we will pull one of these Lenormand cards. This is the Dreaming Way, just to give some more further clarification here for pile number 3. Thank you, Spirit. And just to note as well, this is the Judgment card is card 20. So after 20 is 21, which is the final card, or the final, major arcana card in the tarot, which is the World, closing a cycle. So potentially this needed to happen in order to close a cycle, because the cycle would have not have closed. And it's the successful closure of a cycle. Okay, it's not just cycles where you're stuck in loops like the Wheel of Fortune. It is actually closure needing to happen in order for there to be an ending with the World. Okay, so we got the Ring, and the Ring speaks of contracts and commitments, and could also be gifts, could also be cycles. I feel like there was a cycle that was continuously happening, and in order for there to be progress, either a contract or a commitment, there had to be this series of steps for there to be an awakening, for there to be a world, an ending of a cycle, in order for there to be progression into this contract or commitment. All right, so that's what we have here for pile number 3. If this resonated, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. Love and light. See you guys. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4. If you pick this key, which blended into the background of this desk, then I don't know, because you could barely see it, but bless you guys. I feel as though, oh, okay, so maybe that's a message. Maybe why? Maybe it was something that was hard to see initially, but you had blind faith and you put your money on it anyway, or at least you took a leap of faith to get what it was that you had initially wanted. So I do feel like that's a message there for somebody here, but we are asking why. So we'll ask spirits for pile number 4. We want to know why, and this could really apply to any situation that you have. So just kind of apply this to your situation. Now, if there are other energies involved, then we could very well be seeing their energy. And that means it might be something hidden to you. So it could be easy to write off the pile as not knowing what the F it's talking about. But as long as it applies to what you're asking about, then maybe take it into context that other energies might be coming into play here. So that might be answering your question why. So yeah, this is obviously a collective reading, so not everything will resonate, but if the whole reading is not making any sense to your situation, then go check out another pile. But could very well be other energies of individuals involved that you're not privy to coming out in this why. So just, yeah, keep that in the back of your mind. It's the first time I am using these cards, and I am enjoying these for sure. All right, thank you, Spirit, for a clear and concise message for pile number 4. Thank you so much. And pile number 4, I'm so blessed. Thank you very much for allowing me to tap into your energy. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's take a look at why. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. I feel like you guys might be here from another pile, or at least we're drawn to more than one pile for sure. So I would encourage you to maybe pick just one more pile, or however many you want, or none. You could do whatever you want, but I do feel like there's one more pile with another message here for you that may be connected. So just use your intuition. But I do have the Page of Swords, and I have the Ace of Swords. And I have the World. And I have the Hangman upright, which actually it's in reverse, and he looks upright, but he's the Hangman in reverse. I've noticed I've done that in readings because he looks upright, but it's really reverse. All right. And I'm pretty chatty, so I don't know, maybe something to do with communication here, because I feel like I need to explain myself, or I need to start communication. I feel like I'm trying to generate conversation, even from the key, how I had to explain this was blending into the background. Like I don't know why I'm explaining all this to you, but this could very well be an energy here of someone feeling or needing, having the need to communicate, having the need to explain, having the need to, or at least initiate, feel like they have to initiate. Okay, so let's get into this reading. So with the Page of Swords, this is somebody who, you know, it's quick action. It could very well be a knight going into battle to get what it is that they want. May cause a little bit of pain, but at the end of the day, might be tough communications. It is aggressive energy. It is fast moving, but I do feel like here with the snake coming out of the tongue, you know, maybe some words were said. Maybe there was communication that was a bit painful. Okay, you got his foot's on fire. You got, he stabbed a fish. He has a snake coming out of his mouth. Like, I just feel like this was a conversation that maybe not full truths were said or needed to be said. And then there were other things going on that was causing pain. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords, there was a need to have clear and open communication that might have came at a time where it was like from the Ace, this is kind of the beginning. And I don't feel as though it resulted in further communication. I feel like that communication resulted in there being an end of a cycle. Okay, like graduation of a cycle. Something came to a complete end because of clarity and a communication that happened that put something to an end. Yeah, just it's complete. It's completed. That whole cycle, that whole phase kind of ended. And now I feel as though with this hangman, you know, the hangman speaks of somebody being in a suspended state in limbo. I don't like the hangman because there isn't really any movement with the hangman. It's somebody who's frozen, but with it upright, there could very well be now movement. So in order to free oneself, this could be the why, so attention. In order to free oneself, there had to be communication started to opening a door that got shut. So maybe there was a hope for a new beginning in identifying something and having a communication about something that got closed, that ended as quickly as it started. And now somebody is looking at that saying, okay, I can break free from my suspended state of limbo, not knowing, non-committal energy, to this person who is knowing, who can now free myself, who can now make a decision based on what it is that I see here. And this Three of Cups is light energy. And when I say light, it's like not like, it's very happy energy. It's very much celebrations. It's your social network of people. And I feel like maybe this intensity, because there's a lot of swords with mental anguish and communication, which seem painful. Like, look at this dude's face. Like, this dude did not want to have this conversation, did not want to, I guess, yeah, open this door. I feel like he kind of felt like he probably had to. And, well, I'm saying he because it looks like a he, but the bird's kind of wanting to be free. So I feel like this person had to have a communication about wanting something, or making something very clear, or bringing something in the open in order to free themselves. And certainly after they had this communication, it gave them an opportunity to free themselves for this light energy to celebrate and be happy and content and free to enjoy the finer things in life. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm seeing here for you guys, pile number 4. Now I will pull one card from the Dreaming Way Lenormand cards just to confirm. Maybe even opening their social network, but still looking back on a situation. Okay. Why? We got fish. And fish speaks about prosperity. And I mean, it could definitely represent financial wealth, because I mean, the Lenormand, there isn't a whole lot of intuition usually when you're reading the Lenormand card. So this would just means wealth and financial wealth and abundance. But what I'm taking this as is with the umbrella here and the rain, and then the fish are kind of under this whole thing. It's like, in order to protect one's abundance, somebody had to communicate or point out a truth that ended a situation that was very unclear and was painful. Maybe there were half-truths. They were getting pain from that situation. And although there is some looking back, there is a new freedom, and there is also protecting one's abundance. And this will allow for financial freedom, financial abundance. And I see a lot of fish. So like I said, social network, maybe allowing more fish in the sea to appear for you, viewer. All right, so this is why. Hopefully this made sense to you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you were drawn to another pile, please check that out as well. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Love you guys. Love and light. See you soon. Hello, my beautiful pile number 5. If you pick this key, then this is your reading. Now, this is the heaviest key here, and it is, I would say, probably the most real key here. I mean, I don't really use it to open anything, but it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of special to me because it was like first key I got, and then I got a whole bunch of other keys. So I'm thinking here, because we're asking why, that maybe this situation that you're asking about was something that was very important to you. It was special, felt like a real opportunity. Okay, so let's take a look, and we're going to ask Spirit why. Okay, so this could be why to any question you have, like, why did this happen? Why did this person say this? Why do I feel this way? Why, whatever why you ask, could be around anything. We'll ask Spirit to be clear and concise. Now, if there are other energies involved, we could very well be picking up other energies that you are not really privy to their intentions. So it may not be 100% clear because you're finding out why and seeing it from the other energy's perspective. So if this makes no sense at all to your situation and you can't apply it, then go check out another pile, because it should be around the same arena or topic or theme that you're asking about. Okay, but yeah, we could get other energies here. Ask your why. We'll ask Spirit for clear and concise message for pile number 5. And pile number 5, thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. Thank you, thank you. All right, so this is the first time using these cards for a reading, and they are very interesting. So never mind my big robe sleeves getting in the way of these glossy cards. All right, so we have 2 cards coming out. We have the King of Swords, which is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we got the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, I knew it was something special and heavy and important. Okay, so we have the Temperance card coming out in the middle. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. And we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so why? Let's take a look, pile number 5. So with the King of Swords, like I said, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming out. The king is a logical king that uses logic, that sometimes needs to be a little bit more in tune with their feelings. Okay, so I feel like this logical king has a blindfold, so potentially what I'm picking up from this card is that they were working with half truths, or they didn't have the full information in order to make a decision, or to make a full decision, because they were working with half facts, or not full facts, or not full truths. They weren't really seeing it. Now, I think it's because they didn't want to see it, because their hands are free, so they could very well take the blindfold off to see, but it's somebody acting in a way that they don't want to see, or that they can't see, but they're still in their mental energy, or still maybe communicating in such a way that is not dealing with all of the apples in the apple cart. I don't know, I'm making up sayings. You know what I'm saying, right? Doesn't have all the dominoes in the domino stack to work with. Okay, and I think it's probably maybe by choice. But here with the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles is this abundant card. It speaks of the ultimate abundance and financial stability, and, you know, having pretty much everything that you could possibly want, that you've worked hard for to build, you know, around you. It's your whole, it's your whole nest egg. It's your whole, everything you've kind of built yourself up for, with your family, with your legacy. And I feel that this this person or this energy is probably being blind as to what abundance is right in front of them. There's a need to balance out energies in the situation in order to heal and in order to make something happen that's healthy and that's equal. Okay, like I think there was a need to see and a need to communicate and understand with full ingredients, not just half truths or selective truths. Okay. And then with the Page of Cups in reverse, this is not offering a cup of love. It could be blocked inspiration or creativity, I should say. So somebody who has this emotional want, the beginning of an emotional thing that they desire because it is close to their heart, but it is in reverse. So I think there was a blockage here in driving with an offering of a cup of love because of the fact that somebody was blind to what their abundance was and needs to alchemize and work with all the ingredients on the table in order to be clear and heal. Okay. And this is why they were not successful. Because with the Six of Wands, that speaks of the victory card, somebody doing their, their victory lap. They're getting accolades, they're rewarded, they get what they want. It's kind of a quick energy as well. It's like being successful in accomplishing something. But within in reverse, yeah, this is not really being successful at something or through something. Something failed. And it most likely failed because of somebody not really seeing the truth of the abundance or stability or the option that was going to bring them the most, the fullest potential in a situation, because they weren't working with all the ingredients. And also with this in reverse means dropping of an ego. So potentially somebody had a big ego that was not allowing them to see, or their ego wasn't allowing them to see, whether it was big or small. I don't know. All I know, I see somebody dropping the ego and could be not moving forward with their creative want, their emotional want, offering this cup, extending it in an area that they feel connected to in an emotion, at an emotional level. Okay, so let's take a look at the Dreaming Way Lenormand cards just to get a confirmation here as to why. Spirit, can we see why for pile number 5? Confirmation card here for pile number 5. Why? Oh, this came out in the last pile. So fish. So fish in the Lenormand is a card about financial abundance. And I see this card just as abundance. I mean, does not necessarily have to be financial. It could really be whatever you find the most abundant for you. Okay, so because this 10 of Pentacles came out here, and this is also like, aside from the Empress, like this card is the second most abundant, card in the tarot deck, right? So, and this is the card in the Lenormand deck that speaks about abundance and financial wealth and gain. So I feel like there was a need for something really important to build something that would stand the test of time, that needed to be protected in order to help nourish this and protect it. And I feel as though, maybe there wasn't, either somebody was protecting it too much, so it didn't allow the fish to flow. Because, I mean, fish don't really need to be protected from the rain all that much. So maybe they were hanging on too tightly, trying to protect the little bits of abundance that they did have, when the fish know how to swim in water, and the umbrella didn't really even need to be there. So I just feel like the whole handling of the abundance, or trying to build abundance, was not really handled all that well, because somebody was not working with all the information, or they lacked to see all the information, only wanted to see what they wanted to see in order to make have an idea, or have this mental idea of a situation that was in their head, or what they wanted to communicate. Okay, so, and I know that this key, like I said, is, you know, my heaviest key, and it means something. So I feel as though this really means something, and maybe that's why there was so much protection around it, to ensure that it would be protected. But it almost kind of rebounded, I guess, or it kind of didn't turn out that way so much. So I hope this helped. Pile number 5, and I hope it made sense to you. If it resonated, leave a like, leave a comment. If you're drawn to another pile, please pick that as well. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 6. If you pick this key, then pile number 6, you are the final pile. Now, if you're drawn to more than one pile, please feel free to click on that as well. We will ask Spirit for why for pile number 6. So this could really be around any topic where you have the question why. So, you know, why, whatever. Why did this situation end up the way it did? Why did this person say what they said? You know, why do I feel this way? Okay, whatever why question you have, we will ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for pile number 6. And pile number 6, I am truly honored and blessed for you allowing me to tap into your energy. Now, this is a collective reading, but we will be potentially seeing other energies coming up in this reading, as far as energies that might be involved in the situation that you're asking about. And if we're asking why, you might not be privy to their intentions or what they were feeling or thinking. So we might see why here. So if it's not making complete sense, it could very well be other energies. And just kind of apply it to your situation. Now, if the situation isn't even in the theme or the arena of what you're asking, then yeah, maybe check out another pile. But it should, within context, apply to what you're asking about. Okay, so just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. And this is the first time I'm using these glossy cards, but I do love them. Seem to be full of messages here for all the other piles. All right, and some do seem to be connected in some way. Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. And we have the 10 of Swords upright. We have the Fool. And we have the Emperor. Okay, pile number 6. This is some heavy energy, pile number 6. But, okay, so 5s speak of changes. Okay, so it could very well be a time where things are completely different than how they started. Okay, so lots of change, lots of upheaval. But I feel as though you're on the upswing of this. So I think the worst of what has happened is most likely already happened. Okay, so with the 10 of Swords in the middle, this speaks of an ending. Okay, it's a painful ending, but what's done is done. It's come to an end. And in the passing energies I see with this 5 of Pentacles, which is being down and out, being left out in the cold, maybe not really looking to see where help might be offered because we feel very down and out. But with it in reverse, I feel like there is someone on the mend of maybe feeling low confidence, maybe feeling really low. And because I see this Five of Swords, which is a challenging card because it speaks about actions that might leave another feeling hurt and might leave ourselves feeling hurt, but essentially it leaves no winners because the action is something very painful. And with it in reverse, I feel as though it is something that's most likely behind you. And I do feel as though I'm just looking at this card to see if I get any more messages. With it coming out with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of, or yeah, Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Like, I feel like this is a very painful, uncomfortable situation. Like, very almost mentally exhausting, but at the same time making you feel really exposed. Okay, and I feel like exposed or vulnerable is really the word here, because following that, which would stand to reason after the end of something, would come zero, which is the Fool, entering into a new area of unknown possibility, but feeling exposed or open to take a leap of faith into an unknown area. But I feel as though with this one, it's almost like you're forced, not you, whatever the situation is, situation of being put in to have to move forward because there is no other choice in this situation. Something's over. And yeah, I feel like with this Fool, I mean, it could very well be you, but there's a need for energy to move forward past a painful situation. And I feel like there's no real looking back either, but I almost get like no emotion either from this whole thing. Yeah, so I'm getting an answer here for some of you guys that why there was no emotion. In fact, it seems as though the actions are very cold, and instead of being concerned maybe with someone else's feeling, this energy is just moving on because that's the next logical step without being too concerned with pain that's probably happened in the back. If their history, I don't know how far back, but they're not even looking at the pain. They're just blindly going to the next thing. And they're walking into the Emperor, and the Emperor is handing the Fool this wand. And what I see here is almost like somebody in denial, somebody in their ego, somebody thinking that they need to maintain order and they just need to do what needs to be done without having any emotion about it, and feeling like that is the next logical thing to do or the next best thing to do. But because these are major arcana, it's almost like it's just happening. There isn't really a whole lot of, I feel like this is just happening to them, almost like a little bit of victim mentality, because they're kind of just a victim of their own circumstance of just doing something because it's happening, rather than taking a look at pain and a look at, I mean, you don't have to sit in pain because painful situations are painful, but there needs to be a lesson learned. There needs to be an absorbing of emotional feels in order to understand a situation, so we learn from it, heal from it, and can prevent it in the future. I don't see healing. I don't see, I kind of see almost like narcissistic. I know narcissistic, this word might get thrown around a lot, but I really do see narcissistic tendencies of somebody not even paying no mind to something that was very hurtful and very painful, which caused an end, but they'd rather just go on to the next thing and say, well, this is what it needs to be, because of their ego, because of their, you know, this emperor's just telling them that they need to carry on with the order. And I don't feel like maybe this person realizes that they're just doing an action, and that they should probably stop and heal, that they should probably take a look at a situation a little bit more to get some clarity so it doesn't repeat itself. And like I said, this could go back. So I don't know how recent or how past this pain is, but it's something that needs to be dealt with, because Spirit's saying it will just kind of continue unless it is dealt with. Okay, so why did it happen? Because I believe somebody was, I don't even know if it's why it happened. The why would be this energy is cut off and is not healed, and is just a victim of circumstance rather than using emotion, using logic. Okay, so it took us a bit to get there. Wow. Let's ask the Spirit here with the Dreaming Way Lenormand cards to see what we can confirm here for pile number 6 as to why. And I believe the Emperor is Aries energy. So it could be some Aries energy coming through here. Whips. Yeah, this is probably one of the most challenging cards in the Lenormand deck with the Whips. This is, again, that narcissistic energy I'm feeling here, but Whips is about pain. Whips is about hurtful situations. Whips is about somebody who needs healing, something that is very much, yeah, this is like 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords type pain. Painful situation. So I don't like leaving it in this negative energy space, but we did ask why, and it's just the pain is the reason why, and it will continue to be the reason why until it is kind of dealt with. And we have number 11, which is a divine number for me, but I'm seeing this now as 2, like 1 and 1 is 2, and I feel like this energy has 2 options. One is to just keep carrying on and maybe even lying to themselves, but I don't even feel like this energy is lying. I just feel like this energy is blindly just acting without any consideration. And the second option is to stop and really address the pain and really address, absorb, understand to the best ability in order to prevent this from continuing on, which may mean dropping ego, yeah. So this is what I see here for you guys, pile number 6. I love you guys so much. This sounds very challenging, so yeah, please, you know, do whatever it is that you can do to help yourself through a challenging situation. This is just a tarot reading on the internet. Certainly, you know, if you are wanting someone to talk to, you can definitely reach out to a lot of helplines on the internet, and my email is down below. If you need someone to talk to, I am definitely here. And yeah, if this resonated, you know, leave a like, leave a comment, feel free to check out another pile, and you don't have to take any of this. Just, you know, just take whatever resonates. If something did not resonate, don't take it. Trust your intuition over my intuition. Of course, you know your situation best. All right, thank you so much, pile number 6. See you again. Bye.